Okay, I had to pull up the comments because I really did want to talk more about it. So a few people asked, did you press charges? Welcome back to another video, y'all. It's your girl, Rochelle. I am back today to talk about how I plan to budget my money after getting scammed, y'all. I just have a whole new mindset on how I want things to go with our finances for the rest of the year. And if you are interested in staying motivated to save money, budget your money, and live your best life on a budget, then this is the video for you. Okay, so let's jump into the month of September 2024. I will be giving a little more insight into what exactly I was going through with this whole tax scamming situation as we talk about our September budget. So, first off, I have to go over my monthly overview, and talk about like what our sources of income are going to be, the good stuff, okay? That's what gets me excited about budgeting every month. We are blessed to have multiple income sources, and honestly, I was just reading something the other day that said, put all your effort into working one thing and doing it really well. And in previous years, that never really resonated with me. But y'all, after going through what I've been through, I think that's what I'm going to do. I am going to focus on my sister locks business and, as my full-time job. And I am going to record content for my budget. Those are the two things that are going to have to take precedent. I know I have like the rental property thing going on. I like to book travel. I like to do all these other things. I think I need to just focus. And so that's what your girl is going to do. So in purple, I have all of my income sources listed. These are the dates and the income sources that I plan on receiving for the month. So some of them are all of them are abbreviated. So basically RP is my rental property income. ARS is a client. W2 is my income from my husband's income. SL is my sister locks business. We're going to be going back to budgeting that on a weekly basis because it's more money now than it used to be. And I want to be responsible with it. What else? LC and CDR are other clients. I don't have YouTube income for this month. And you know what? It's very humbling. It's very humbling because I'm not gonna lie, even without posting hardly this whole year, I've always brought in at least the minimum every month. But I looked for the first time at my YouTube analytics and haven't had much growth, because I haven't been posting. You got to post to grow. And I don't think I'm going to make the minimum, y'all, for $100. But thank you so much for all the love on my last video. You guys are ensuring that I will have a check not next month, the next YouTube go round, which will be October's payout. So thank you so much. But you never know. So that's why you don't see YouTube listed on here. The other thing I don't have listed on here is my RA budget shop, RochelleAdamson.com, all the cutesy stuff behind me, because I count that if it happens, as it happens. Same for my daughter's shea butter business. Those are true, like, passive income things that if people decide to click on it and buy it, I ship it out. It's done. So, okay, I think I have rental property on here twice for a reason, because I received some of it on the 1st and some of it later on that month. So that is the income. Now the red is all the bad stuff. Okay, it's all the bills. I hate paying bills, y'all. I hate it. I try to put stuff as much as I can on auto pay and pay for some stuff annually, but this is what we're working with for this month. So my bills don't look like the average bills because I do try to pay some things annually or at least every 6 months. For example, car insurance, that'll be due again in November. I pay that every 6 months. I save it in cash. And so you're going to be seeing me do that. I don't have cash envelopes and sinking funds as a budget line in my September budget because I am going to use any cash that I receive randomly to fund that. So, okay. The red stuff is all the donations, the gifting, the charities, my daughter's bills, our credit cards, our monthly expenses, our business expenses. I just try to list everything possible that I could think of. So that's what you have going on there. Now, my notes at the bottom, I have some goals. I want to save consistently. I want to unplug. meaning I need to unplug everything that we are not using on a regular basis in this house because it's a really expensive, electric is already expensive here in Hawaii, but like it's especially high right now. The kilowattage is cray. So we're gonna remind ourselves to unplug. I want to send extra to Amex. I just wanna focus, I just picked a card that is honestly just the card that I care about right now. And right now it's Amex. So money to savings and money to Amex. Then I want to work on canceling some more subscriptions. I've signed up for a lot of subscriptions that are like free for 3 months, free for 6 months. And my alerts are going off that it's gonna be time to cancel some of those so they don't charge me. So yes. And then I have a bank bill that I need to pay. So that's it. Let's jump into the budget. Let's talk about how much money we're talking about. Okay, so I have my income breakdown listed, and if you combine all of my income sources, we plan on bringing in $14,898.20 in the month of September. My husband's W-2 income will be $6,600 of that. Sister locks, I plan on bringing about $4,100 in. I do sister locks part-time, y'all. I tried to do it full-time, and my back, my neck, my back. So yeah. The rental property will bring about $1,713 in, and then my other listed sources are my budget clients. And so, well, I'll say virtual assistant clients because some of them are budget clients and some of them are admin work. So I have a question mark next to YouTube and a question mark next to RA. That's what we're working with. Okay, so savings, I would love to save $1,650 this month towards savings. That would make me so happy if we could save 10% of our income from here on out. Like that, you would think it would be so easy. And this is why I can't wait to knock this debt down because that's where most of our money is going right now. So save consistently. Week by week, it should total $1,650. Next is the debt. This is our car payment, credit card payments, HELOC payment, all of that, all in one nugget. $5,986.90 towards that. Y'all, that is 40. Ooh, it's making me spit. 40% of our income. And it's no laughing matter. And it's why we are focused on the debt. We got to save some, but we got to start paying down extra. So that does include some extra to like Amex and the HELOC and things like that. But just, this is a monthly overview. I'll share in more detail week by week as the money rolls in. Next up are the bills. Our bills, I'm so proud of our bills. Okay, everyone says, you know, inflation and things going up. Honestly, for our housing and electric bill and everything, it only comes to $3,513.43. And it is something I am really careful with. So some people think, oh, your rent is high, but for Hawaii, this is nothing. This is nothing. And so yes, all of our bills rolled into one. That doesn't include subscriptions. That is just like house, water, like utilities, AC, electric bill, all that type stuff. The one thing that's not included in that is my phone bill because y'all, we use Mint Mobile over here, okay? We are a Mint Mobile family, so we pay that every year. And it rotates out to about every 6 months because I've added family members onto our annual plan, and so I always end up having to pay something like every 3 or 6 months because it's never the same time every year. But it's worth it. It is so worth it. Then I have the contractors that I work with every year on the regular. So total, I'll be sending at least $550 to them. The rental property bills are going to come to, oh, actually that's the property manager. She's going to get $256.95. And I think it's a bill in with that too. Sister locks, I have some bills now because I did put some of my taxes on a Sister locks credit card since most of my income from last year was from sister locks. So some of that, we're going to start knocking that out slowly. $235.07. Then I have my regular RA bills. One of them is an annual bill and the others are monthly. I am slowly deleting some of these bills that are coming in. Like, I could not believe how much I was paying like to keep my website active and to keep like the little like reviews and 5-star ratings and all that stuff active on my website. Y'all, If you buy it, you buy it. You know, at this point, if you need it, get it. It's always well priced to me, you know. But I'm not going to be keeping all that stuff going anymore. It's cute, but it's not financially savvy for me in this point in time. So total bills are going to come to $4,686.23. Then the last category is spending. I told y'all I was going to talk about taxes a little bit more. What should I say right now about that? I will say I had people, y'all were commenting, so I love the comments. Okay, so one person brought up that I should always go over my taxes before they are submitted with the tax person and on my own. I did do that. I do that every year religiously, but because again, I'm in Hawaii and the tax company was not here. It was on a different time zone. And so I was multitasking at the same time. So again, that's on me. That's on me. That's why it was so hard for me to share this story, because if I'm going to be honest and share the whole thing, I got to tell you where I messed up too. So I was literally like doing something else and going over the taxes. So that was definitely a bad idea. Also, can I be real? I don't know what I'm looking at. Taxes. I mean, I can tell you what some of the line items mean, but when I actually start looking at like the codes and the laws, some of it makes sense, but then some of it is ever changing. I feel like they overcomplicate it. And that's why I'm in this season of learning. And so I'm picking up on learning more of my Spanish. That's like one of my hobbies I'm focused on for the rest of the year. And also just learning a little more each week about taxes. So yes, that pissed me off. I was like mad at myself. But yeah, what's another question or another thing people kind of commented on? I know people were like, I'm glad that people felt me when I was talking about the $14,000. Like, that is a lot of money to some people, but that's a lot of money to me. It might not be a lot to others, but that was a whole lot of money. A whole lot of money. So thank y'all for understanding. Okay, I had to pull up the comments because I really did want to talk more about it. So a few people asked, did you press charges? If I did or I didn't, I can't let y'all know on here. Y'all can't tell everything. So the legal side of it, I am not revealing right now at this point in time, just for the obvious reasons. But thank you for bringing it up. And I had nice reminders and lots of exclamation points about never including a third party in money transactions and only paying the IRS and the state direct. So I want to just use that as a reminder to everyone to make sure that your payments, if you owe the IRS or the state, are always going directly to IRS's, I think it's called direct pay, IRS direct pay. Make sure you're using those links, and that when you click through, like if your tax advisor sends you a link, make sure it's sending you to the actual IRS website. Like I would copy it and then paste it into like your Safari, your Google Chrome, whatever, and you would make sure that it's actually the legit IRS website. And that's something that I've always done in previous years, except for this go around. So definitely good reminders. I just love starting these conversations because we cannot get too comfortable, y'all. We cannot. And some of the comments, like if you look at my old video, you'll see a few comments where people were talking about they owed way more than I did. Like, it's crazy what some of you guys are experiencing and going through and recovering from. And this is why I wanted to start the conversation, because you are not alone. You are not alone. Okay. Where did we leave off? Spending. Food, y'all, my previous food budget was $1,000. You know, if you know me, if you're new here, welcome. But my food budget was always $1,000 a month. And when I call it food, I mean household items, toiletries, items I may have to buy for my business, just anything you could think of where you have to spend money, put it in a bag and bring it in the house. I always just used it as a blanket amount. And honestly, it's always just at $1,000 per month. It's just how it falls. I'm increasing it. I'm increasing it to $1,300 because I feel like we've been cutting it close a lot for the last few months. I don't know if it's just because of summertime prices. It is what it is. So yeah, $1,300 for that. I left myself a lot of miscellaneous money, $468.32. That's on purpose because I feel like there's a bill I may have forgotten, and I always like to keep a little account buffer so that nothing is really a surprise and I don't have to touch my savings. Micah gets his usual $400. I give $175 to my family. When I say my family, family that doesn't live with me. Giving this month is going to get $125, and Eva's schooling, extracurricular things that we do. Sometimes we take extra classes. She is homeschooled. I think I still have the link for that in the bio. It comes to $106.75. So total spending for the month is going to come to $25.75.07. I would like to see that lower, but y'all, this is just the reality right now. So if you add all that up, it brings you to the full income total of $14,898.20. I added up our bills, our food expenses, and anything to do with our daughter, Eva, and total expenses are going to equal $4,920.18. That is 33% of our income. I am from the old school where Dave Ramsey told us to say, I think we were supposed to only live off of 25% of our income. I think he meant like housing and car. Yeah, no, that's not a reality for us. We are at 33%, and that does not include our car payment. But to me, that's still really good. I will have a car update. We have paid off half of our car passively with a very low interest rate. And a very high car payment. And I like to send a little extra some months, but it is our car that we plan on having forever. Like, if you've watched my content before, I am just not the person that's going to wait until I'm debt free to get the car that we wanted. Actually, what happened is my husband, when we moved from Hawaii, we sold our cars that were in Maryland back to the dealers and to friends. And so we didn't have a car when we moved here for like the first 2 or 3 years, because anything we needed, we just used Micah's job's car. Like we had a rental car assigned to us. So we didn't have a car payment for 2 or 3 years. And so then it came time for us to live here permanently, and the rental car was gone. So it was truly a situation of, okay, we have paid off everything. At that point, we had become mortgage free, car payment free, and consumer debt free. And so we decided to take on the car payment. But see, that's again why I consider that questionable, because what if we had just saved the money over that 2 to 3 years instead of being so laser focused on paying off debt? That's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. Then maybe I wouldn't have this car payment. And then we bought a car in the middle of COVID, 2021. So it's always going to be something to spend money on. It's our job to budget the money that we have and make decisions and be proactive and not reactive. That's where we are. So we are taking a 4 or 5 year L to pay off a car that we truly love. And we consider that to be our car that we'll have for the foreseeable future. It will go where we go unless something happens to it. And it has been in plenty of accidents. If you watch my content, it's been in like 3 accidents and it's surviving, baby. Tesla, as long as we can walk away from the car accident, y'all, you know how I do. I get the talking on here. I get the talking. But yes, so I have some of my more laser focused goals listed again right there, but that is it for my monthly budget for the month of September 2024. I am considering this my January 2025 start. Like, I'm not waiting for January. There's our ambulance per usual. Oh, it's feeling right. It's feeling right. I hope everyone is okay, whoever is out there having to call an ambulance. But y'all, I will see you guys in the next video. Shameless plug, I am traveling to see family, and I will be doing sister locks and micro locks. So if you know someone who is interested in getting their hair done, maybe they are a self-retire. I'm not going to stop because I do this every time with this ambulance. If they are a self-retire and just want someone to do their hair one time, I am a traveling loctician, okay? I'm your girl. I will be in Miami, Baltimore, and Guadalajara, Mexico in the months of November and December. So, to see family. So, if you know someone, check out the links in my bio. My Instagram for all things hair is actually locked. That's why you don't ever see any hair content on any of my pages. And that is all for today. I'll see y'all in the next video. Until then, you know what it is. Peace, love, and budgets.